If I was going back up to New York, I would. Yeah. I could sell that. I could put a Mets jersey on up there, or the Yankees jersey, and sell my card.
The bases are loaded. 2 men are out. It's the tying run at the plate. Paul Blair is there. He's flying to center, struck out and popped his short. Nolan Ryan is to the pitching.
Can I kick it off?
Herbert to throw. On third and goal. Tips it in the end zone. It's caught. Touchdown. Chargers strike. Touchdown. Dante Hall. 92 yards.
That one, a towering fly ball to left field. It is deep. It is back. He's not going to make it. It's 7, 8, 9, and 10. He knocks them out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Over the Years Sports. It's another day, another dollar box. We are at the National here in Rosemont, Illinois, and today we're going to be trying to sell a card that we just hit out of a break.
How you doing, sir? Good. I have David Wright 1 of 5 on card auto. Seeing if you guys are interested in something like that.
Is this 2025?
Series 2, 2025, 1 of 5.
There's probably no sales on it then, right?
Not out of 5.
Yeah.
The base autos are selling anywhere from 50 to 100.
Okay.
So with the jersey retirement too, it's just figured it might be a good time if somebody else wanted to try and move it.
Yeah, I'll probably pass on it, but thank you.
No worries.
Thank you very
Y'all have a good one.
And strike one on our first attempt to try and sell this card.
What's going on, brother?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Good. You guys all the way from Chantilly up to National.
Yes, sir.
Seeing if you guys were interested in that 1 out of 5 David Wright from 2025.
David Wright.
1 of 5.
Just retired forever.
It's cool. Yeah, I might hold on.
Yeah,
Thank you, bro.
No worries.
Appreciate it. Cool, man.
And strike two, as my buddies Carrie and Rod are digging through bargain boxes, I continue to strike out on trying to sell this card. It is not off to a good start here at the National selling this card.
You guys buying it all?
Let's take a look.
I had this card, and I know it's going to take a specific buyer, but it's out of 5 David Wright on card auto.
Okay. Any sold yet?
The base ones have been selling from like 50 to 100. So like out of 5, there's no comps. But like, you know, I pulled it and I was like, you know, maybe somebody is interested. I mean, they just retired his jersey, so it's like maybe.
Sure. Yeah, that's sweet, but yeah.
It's gonna take a certain buyer.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Figured I'd ask.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you guys as always.
That's awesome.
I was seeing if you were interested in David Wright 1 of 5.
That is cool.
Just retired his jersey number too.
If I was going back up to New York, I would. I could sell that. I could put a Mets jersey on up there, or the Yankees jersey, and sell my card. I'm probably good on this one for
Understood.
right now.
Thank you, sir.
We're down in Alabama. I'd have trouble probably moving that.
I appreciate you taking the time.
You'll be in the same baseball guys.
Yeah.
And another strikeout as I run into my buddy Rod. He's also having tough time selling his cards. We are now on the upper level, and this was incredibly difficult to navigate. It was really, really packed. They made a big mistake here. And there was a ton of buying stations on this level, but it was almost impossible to walk because the space was so narrow. But we decided to keep plugging away to see if we could finally sell this David Wright card to somebody.
Guys have any interest in this? David Wright 1 of 5 auto?
I'd probably pass on that.
Okay.
And another strikeout as we continue to try to navigate through these narrow walkways on the second level at National. This guy might have been the worst of them all, because if you listen closely to what he says when he hands me back the card, you'll realize that I don't even think he was really even looking at the card at all, because the numbers that he gave me back about the card had zero comps compared to the actual card I was selling, because the actual card I was selling was numbered out of 5.
You know, they're selling for $88 to $100, so I don't think I can do anything for you, brother.
Yep.
Nice card, though. Thank you for showing me.
So all these buying signs and nobody is actually buying. Time to get back to the drawing board. So we decided to stop by DC Sports 87 thanks to my buddy Kerry's suggestion, because he uses them, and we decided to drop off the David Wright card along with a bunch of other cards that we got in some leaf packs that we opened up while we were at National. So this is our first time using DC Sports. It was a great opportunity because they were there at the booth and they got the cards up right away. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the end of the video, and we'll show you guys exactly what the David Wright card ended up selling for, as well as the rest of these leaf cards.
All right, cool. I'll put this in yours. And it'll be in your account already. You'll see. You have your package. You're working on it. Sweet. Good. Yes, thank you.
I'll show you how to. I think I showed you a little yesterday, but I'll show you how to do it.
I'm going to put this in your other.
I'll fill my stuff out here in a sec.
You have to message us first. Yes. It's got to be.
Are those XLs over there?
Yeah, man, you want?
The shirt I got yesterday. I'm wearing the shirt I got yesterday. So.
We'll wear them on the podcast, and then our third podcast member will feel a certain way.
Yeah, we'll make him feel. Just feel. Nice to meet you, man.
Frank.
Tim, pleasure to meet you, brother.
All right, guys.
Thank you so much.
Seeing you.
Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Over the Years Sports. It's your boy Tim. It's been another day, another dollar box. We are back from the National. And as you guys saw, we asked the question, are sports card show dealers actually buying? You walk throughout these shows, no matter if it's a big show or like the National, or a smaller show, local, or even a semi-big show like Chantilly. You see these signs, buying at 90%, buying at 80%, buying. I could not sell that David Wright numbered to 5 for the life of me. As you saw, at the end of the video, we ended up going to DC Sports. Big shout out to my buddy, Kerry, American Arbitrage Cards, who's with me. He uses them, and I said, you know what, let's give it a shot. So, see up there at the top of the screen, we dropped off a bunch of cards, the David Wright card, excuse me, and a bunch of leaf cards that we got and some leaf packs at the National. So the David Wright card ended up selling for $150. Our take home was about $120. That with all those other cards that you see up on the screen right there, we ended up taking home $198. So I was happy with that. Remind you that I got that David Wright card in a $6 box break spot. So I probably could have held on to it for a long time, but I thought that this was a perfect time to sell it because they just retired his jersey number. But it is what it is. It just goes to show you that although you see all these people buying at card shows, they are only buying very specific cards. For example, my buddy Rod, Picking and Punching Cards, who was with me and Carrie at the National, he had a Tom Brady rookie card slabbed, numbered, and he couldn't sell it. So the problem is, and I don't know if this is necessarily a problem. I think it is a problem. Maybe not a problem, but it's interesting because what's happening is that people are buying these cards, but the cards that they're buying are very ultra modern and kabooms, downtowns, and I almost want to say exclusively graded cards. I don't think raw cards are probably cards that these people are buying either right now. So, we got the kabooms, downtowns, national treasures, flawless, impeccable, big patch cards, low numbered cards, patch autos, Mahomes. I feel like it's weird to even think about what other cards are these people buying. So you let me know in the comment section below if you guys have had similar experiences trying to sell cards at card shows, or if you're somebody who's watching this video who buys cards, what are you actually buying? I think that's kind of like, my arm's getting a little tired here. I left the tripod in the shed. But what are you buying? what are the cards that you are buying? Because I found it to be extremely difficult to try and sell that card. And it got to the point where I was just like, I'm not even going to try anymore. Because a lot of these people, you know, most people were pretty nice about it, you know. And I understood that it wasn't going to be easy. But there were a lot of people, you know, and I didn't put everything in this video because there's 5 days of footage from the National to kind of dig through. But a lot of these people didn't even take the time to look at the card, and they kind of just blew me off. And I had a similar situation with that once before with another card I was trying to sell, and it's just like, and I didn't go to every booth and try and sell the card. I'm sure I could, but I'm at National. I didn't really want to spend hours upon hours trying to sell this one card. I eventually just went to DC Sports, and it worked out okay for me. I was happy with it in the end, you know, but it just kind of opened my eyes to see, like, what are people really buying, if they're buying at all, you know, like, and then it's like you're going to have to go back and forth with people about comps. So it's kind of brought up this whole discussion of buying and selling cards, and where's the best place to buy and sell cards, you know, like, and what's the market really like? If you are expecting to buy and sell cards, or to sell cards at these card shows, you better be bringing kabooms, downtowns, national treasures, flawless, impeccable. And then it's almost like it feels like these big cards are just going around in this circle, where like one person gets it, they sell it to somebody at 90% comps, and then that person sells it to somebody else, and then that person sells it again for 90% comps. So it's like, I don't know, it's a weird situation right now, and I truly thought that card deserved a little bit more love. I mean, like I said, I knew it was going to take a specific buyer, but at National, I was expecting to be able to sell that card, and I was proven to be wrong. And, you know, that's just the way that it is. You got to throw things at the wall. You got to try everything, and we gave it a shot. And in the end, we ended up selling the card, as you guys saw, for $150 through DC Sports. And yeah, so we're just going to kind of see where this goes from here. Like I said, in the comment section below, let us know what your thoughts are on buying and selling at these shows, and the market for what people are actually buying. Now, when I say people are actually buying, I'm talking about dealers. These people at the shows who are advertising like they basically would buy anything. And it's definitely not the case, because they are not just buying anything. They're being super selective and pretty biased, in my opinion, as far as what they're buying. And I would like to see more people open up their doors, if they're going to be buying all different types of cards. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos from National. If you guys haven't already seen the first 2 videos we put out at National, make sure you guys check those out. We appreciate all the love and all support as always. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It's been another day, another dollar box, and we'll see you guys next video. Peace.